The Batman?
The Batman Joker.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Just random, like, complete mold break.
Yeah, they did a
No
lot of
clown
good.
man in suits. Weird, mildly Jamaican man? Question mark.
Yeah, he's a
I
bit
mean,
weird.
With insane
yes.
asylum outfit.
Oh, he's so good.
He
He's
is.
just the
I do
best.
think it's good whenever they break the mold. I am recording now, so all of our Joker opinions will be online for somebody to
That's
pull up.
fine.
You're gonna go to a job interview and they're gonna pull up your Joker opinion.
They better.
They're like, I heard you're a fan
only
of
thing that
the
matters to me.
Batman. Do you
So-
realize how culturally insensitive it has become over the years?
Do you think crime is a funny joke?
There's that
Do you think
too.
it's like funny like a clown is?
Oh, it's hilarious.
To jail.
Jail? Wait, what? Jail immediately? No
I
trial?
think the funniest thing about that is somebody who doesn't know about D&D having to listen to this entire stream.
That is funny.
Boy, that would be torture for that person.
Sure.
No, it'd be opening up a whole new world. Everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I
Why
suppose
not
so.
both us?
It's all just how you look at it, I reckon.
Oh man, I just confused the hell out of myself. I opened up something randomly, and then I realized there's like text box in it, and I realized, oh, this is This is what your the location of your outpost that you had. I didn't realize that I had written it down somewhere. So I was like, what the fuck is this? What does this mean? Oh.
That's not bad in terms of level of self-confusion, though. At 5 in the morning, or 5:30 in the morning when I get up for work, poured water into my oatmeal bowl. Like, filtered water instead
Nice.
of the glass, because the glass was behind the oatmeal bowl, and so I
Nice.
just poured myself a bowl of water.
I mean, I still really thought it was funny when you got
That's
me and
not
Mark
so
messaged
bad,
you.
really.
Every time I make spaghetti, my brain just goes into overdrive just to avoid that situation. It's like, you're pouring yourself a cup of drink. Don't pour it in the spaghetti bowl. Don't pour it in the spaghetti bowl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And it works. But it's alarming that it's that much of my brain process at that moment.
Yeah.
At least you have that brain process, because I clearly do not. At least it was water this time.
This time. Alright, let's get into it. Last time we played, it's been a little while.
Mm-hmm.
What did we all do? You guys are on your way to Graven Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
The Underdark Library. You picked up a new companion,
Oh, yeah.
Blurred, from the Society of Brilliance.
Yeah.
And through him, you've learned a couple interesting facts about the library. Such as, like, it seems to have its own sentience. Time is really weird there.
We need a
Yeah.
library card.
You need a library card.
Well, metaphorically we
Library
do.
card.
He mentioned crystal, I think, right?
Oh, he said something the librarians have,
Yeah.
like a crystal that helps them
Library card.
see more. Yeah. And also, since time is weird there, figments from the future or the past, visitors of the library might just appear as, and almost like apparitions. So anyone who's ever been to, or anyone who's will ever go to the library, might just randomly show up.
Hmm.
Oh man, I feel so bad for whenever we do get in all the people who have ever met Rogi in that library.
Oh yeah.
Who the fuck's the illiterate dwarf that's in this library?
They definitely won't forget him.
We are living in imprint as much as we are seeing the imprint of others.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, with that, you guys wake up one morning, and you head on out. Anything you would like to talk about or do before? Make a battle strategy, maybe? I don't know.
Not really.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fine. That, we move on out. Let me roll a random event.
That's 12.
Indeed it is. So, 3 days pass by without anything special before someone kind of more towards the end of the march. We'll say probably at camp on this third day. Someone approaches you, Gundra,
Mm.
claiming to feel ill.
Okay, let's get into this, I guess.
Ugh.
He has some symptoms, goes through the entire bit. Is this just a medicine roll?
Yeah, but I would say you get it with advantage.
17.
17 is more than enough. You've dealt with it previously. It's another form of sewer plague.
Whew.
Luckily, it's been caught early. It doesn't seem to have spread.
Okay.
You. Hmm.
Reminder on how we dealt with this. Is this a disease heal?
It is a disease.
Yeah.
Contact with filth or awful contaminated by it will infect somebody. Symptoms manifest from fatigue and cramps, and eventually they get so sickly and so exhausted that it's possible they could die from it.
Okay.
Just left untreated.
Stop being able to get yourself food.
We're going to go to the druid. While we're here.
You say, we're gonna go get the druid. The druid appears.
Uh,
I am here.
sewer plague again.
Mhm.
While
Yes,
we're
yes,
here,
yes, yes,
do
yes.
you know what might have caused this? It's usually some sort of filth or something. It could just be standing water that we passed by. I don't recall any, though. Points over at the directional lizards. Those usually take care of a lot of the filth on the ground, separating it insofar. But it's good to know
Would
the source.
I know, Daniel, what could have caused this?
Probably not more than Gundra would.
And the answer is it's foul conditions. So,
Yeah.
like, perhaps we
And it
passed
can-
a corpse that was being that was starting to fester or something. I don't know.
Nope. No. But I can make it better.
Okay.
Reach into my shell, pull out a big black mushroom, and just shove it right in the guy's mouth. Eat, chew. You have to make sure that your saliva chews it up a bit, because then that's how it knows to not attack you and only attack the disease inside of you.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You need to work on your bedside manner.
Says Gundra the Drow.
Yeah, he's cold and aloof, but he never says anything shocking or worrying.
That
He's
he
a
knows of.
professional whenever he deals with people he's treating medically.
Oh boy. But so what are you casting?
Lesser.
Lesser restoration.
Less restoration. It gets rid of disease, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
All right.
I can post it if you like.
No, we're good.
Is there does this disease go away on its own if somebody is very lucky, or is this a disease that once you catch, you start to dwindle, and unless some major tasks are...
It seems like you'll just start to really eat away at the body or the health.
You're lucky that we have somebody here that's capable of this. Outside of this, it's basically a miracle for someone to recover.
Well, I feel better already.
Good.
That's probably placebo. A lot of your internal systems are probably not damaged per se, but working at less efficiency. You'll feel...
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning you might still feel nauseous, and it'll should remove. It's...
Now that you say that, my stomach isn't feeling good, but I attributed that to the mushroom that I was forced to eat.
You will not for a little bit, but don't worry. You'll feel
Okay.
better soon.
I should avoid vomiting, right?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know if
Okay.
the disease can survive in those conditions, but it's not good to spread more filth.
Right. He just kind of
If you do vomit, go vomit somewhere else.
got it. Man goes back. Some of his other compatriots kind of help him into a tent. Do you still have your skeleton, Rogi?
Been keeping it up. It's as long as you do the once per day casting, it sticks around, right?
Yeah.
Yep, I haven't run out of spell slots to do it, so no reason not to.
Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Okay.
It's slowly over time just gotten more and more moldy to try to keep it together.
The
Oh,
woods
no.
is trying to take it.
The woods is trying to take it.
Well, it's my mold, so.
Been claimed by the sea.
I trust that mold doesn't pose any health issues.
Actually, it's the reason for. No.
Not
no, it does
for
not. Not for us.
people living in conditions like this.
There's some
Sure.
molds that are just normal, and then there's some molds that will kill you. So we need to make sure we know what's growing on that thing. Is, I think, the most concerning part about all of it. As long as you look at it and say, that's not a reason to be concerned, Gundra will listen. Like,
Typically, you'll be alright as long as it doesn't try to eat you.
worried about airborne pathogens or just
Not
infections.
mushroom monsters. Oh, you've met mushroom people. They're real nice.
Mushroom people
Ish.
are pretty normal. I don't know if I like them, but like they haven't done me any wrong. Which
They can't do anyone any wrong.
incorrect. We
Perfect
know that
being.
for a fact.
Wrong, disagree.
Unless they're under the influence of something that is making them not themselves.
They also do it.
Wrong, disagree.
They also do attack people. They do that. The ones we met decided not to start a territory dispute, but they do
Only
attack.
when provoked.
But let's define what provocation is. Then this is the conversation we have for that day.
Yeah. Yep. And with that, about 5 more days pass for your camping out at night. There's just something odd about the large cavern that you're in. Just the oppressive darkness that just seems to spill all around you. You set up lights, and do your best to get a fire that's more or less going to keep the darkness at bay, but it just seems to fail. Just seems dim here. I'll say even some of your excellent dark vision you have in the party seems reduced.
Don't like that.
Can I determine if this is, like, in all my traveling in the Underdark, is this natural? Is this part of the environment? Or is this some sort of weird effect?
You would say this is definitely not natural.
So it feels like the darkness is creeping in unnaturally.
It just seems like an oppressive gloom.
If our dark vision's being affected, there's actually several things that can, but the most common thing that prevents that is the darkness spell. Granted, this is sort of like just like a haziness that kind of comes over us, I'm imagining. That just kind of like foreshortens our ability to see further.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not exactly that if it's something like that, but
As we're noticing this, I will take a kind of bright purple mushroom out and pick it apart and kind of throw it in the air and try to cast Dispel Magic on this
Okay.
darkness.
Doing so, it does seem to help. You feel the connection to whatever this magic is, and then destroy it. And the gloom kind of recedes. None of your other compatriots have really, or your expedition members have really noticed it. They just feel a little bit less tense now.
This is weird. Blurg.
Blurg
Did
is
you
writing in a journal. Yes?
Did you encounter this strange extra darkness?
It kind of looks around and goes, what darkness?
Was it not a little bit more difficult to write just a moment ago?
I mean, now that you mention it, yes. Odd.
I just... There was extra darkness around and I just made it go away. It was magic.
Kind of gets up and looks around. I don't know.
It could have been phase res. Might be worth.
No,
Not-
not quite. There's no traces of it currently.
Well, I don't like that then.
It is odd.
Well, we keep an eye out.
Keyleth wants to
Can
make an insight
you-
check on this person.
Okay, roll it.
Gundra,
Mm-hmm.
you can also make magic go away, yes?
Let me see if I can today.
And Thodane,
Yes.
I know you can do this, yes?
I believe so.
I'm currently
Wonderful.
available to do it as well.
Well, then between the three of us, it hopefully will not be an issue.
Yes, I can.
We may want
Okay,
to
but-
observe it while it's around if it does appear again, so we might ascertain what it is. But I do agree it's best to keep it off of us as best as possible.
With a 24, Blurg seems confused, but he doesn't seem to be lying.
Confused because he was brought out of his book, or confused because he genuinely does not know what's going on?
Probably a bit of column A, column B.
Is he a distractible man, Daniel? Is that what we can read from this?
He seems to be.
Okay.
He's busy working, thank you.
Yeah, working on understanding the phase, and we just had a strange, seemingly random magical encounter. Granted, he doesn't believe that was the cause, but I think if he looked up from his book, he might be able to ascertain better while it was around. This is very personal thoughts of Gundra right now, coming out of character.
Yes, Keyleth did whisper his opinions to Gundra.
Mm-hmm.
Also, typical nerd. Can't get their head out of a book enough to see the world around them.
Tisk,
Try
tisk.
living a life instead of just reading about it, loser. Swear to
You're-
God, there was a locker right now. I'd be shoving you into it, Blurg. I am like 7 feet tall and made of muscle. I dare you.
Watch me do it anyways.
He's like
Yeah.
that. He's like the ultimate nerd. It's hard to pick on him because he's fucking ripped.
It's not hard at all.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do?
Not much we can, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, you guys go to sleep. Frankie,
Yeah.
what is your passive perception?
19.
Okay, give me a moment.
Good passive perception.
Pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. I didn't expect that one.
That's pretty
Frankie, you
damn
feel-
good.
He's a half
Keep my
elf,
eyes
so
open.
You feel a darkness and a coldness kind of seep into your tent. And the moment you open your eyes and look, there's this monstrous, demonic form standing above you, made almost entirely of shadow.
Oh boy.
He was trying to reach into your bat, reach in wherever. Where do you keep the sun sword?
Typically next to me.
Yeah. So you just see him kind of reaching over you to try to grab it.
Frankie, shocked, will yell out, "Sonny, light up!"
As soon as you give the command, the sun sword lights up almost like wounding you, but you kind of angle yourself to get out of the laser blade.
The flashbang.
Poof! The creature shrieks. Everyone in the camp hears this. A harsh, demonic shrieking as the light comes through. Let's see. You now see the shadow demon in its perfect self. It has horns, gnarly looking teeth, and almost shadowy bat wings.
Oh,
It
fuck.
seems to recoil from the radiant light. It tries to escape the tent.
Kill it?
Yeah, I think
Oh.
Frankie, I think it's probably your go in terms of like if you want to do anything. Past that, it's gonna try to escape, and then I
Yeah,
think we have
there's-
the ability to fire on it as
I
best
would
we
say
can.
I would say you have like an opportunity attack on it, but you are
By
prone.
this point, I like picking up the sun sword to wield it.
All right. If you make a melee attack while you're prone, is that disadvantage?
I think so. Let me check.
I think so.
No,
No? That seems
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure it is. You do
I
not
believe
suffer
it's
from prone.
creatures have it on you while you're prone.
That makes sense.
Yes.
So Frankie, if you want to attack the sun sword or cast a spell, your choice.
I'll take a sun sword attack.
All right, roll it.
The creature has
Yeah.
disadvantage on attack rolls if they are prone.
They do.
Yeah.
So that's a 9. Unfortunately, you make a hasty attack with your reaction. The shadow demon dodges and ducks out of the way and it heads into the center of the camp. Some of the guards are almost ready. A lot of you are getting up, not really especially geared, but gathering your weapons ready for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And there you see the shadow demon scanning the area around him, trying to find a way out, realizing he's pretty in the camp.
I'm gonna light him up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Same.
Would like to do something.
All right, all of you making an attack at they'll say at the same time.
Oh,
Fifth
okay.
level magic missile. I don't want to miss.
Yeah, that's where my head was at.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 7 missiles
Can I
in total.
run up and stab him?
Yeah.
I was just gonna do like second level, but
I don't know.
Fifth
There's an
level's
intruder. Light him up.
fifth level's cool too. Yeah.
Light him up.
At 20.
Nice.
Let's go for the full shebang. Wizards on full missiles.
I'll go ahead and do mine. 1,
That's the name of my
2,
band.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna need a good
12, 22, 25, 29. Force damage.
Okay, and Rio, you were making a magic missile attack.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, what's the total there?
That's 6, 10, 13, 16, 18, 21.
You said 21?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
50
is enough
damage.
to annihilate this thing.
50 damage between the two
Keyleth.
of us, yeah.
Keyleth, unarmored, much faster now, coming in, striking devastating blows with Sereth that throws the creature off guard. Meanwhile, two wizards on either side of it pelt it, obliterating the shadow demon with all of the force they could wrought with magic missile. That thing is vaporized. It doesn't even have time to shriek. It just takes the attacks and just melts away.
Was it close to anyone in particular when we hit it?
Frankie, kind of, in his tent. Probably close to Keyleth.
You alright, Frankie?
What the hell was that thing? And Frankie will deactivate the sword.
That
Oh,
explosion was almost as big as when you light up that sword. Glad we hit the right thing.
All I know is that this sword saved my life without me even holding it.
What
It's a good one to hang on to, I suppose.
what exactly happened with this thing? Did it just try to attack you? It seemed fine.
looked like it was reaching for my stuff.
Huh.
Specifically, Frankie, he was reaching
Keyleth.
for the sun sword. So you're
Keyleth
aware.
checks his bags.
But
Check
the-
your bags. Everything seems to be there.
Mhm.
When I
No
activated the
problems.
sword, he like freaked out and ran away. I don't know why he was trying to take something that could hurt him.
What I know about shadow demons, I think
I would say probably yeah.
those demons are partially made of darkness. I think it physically hurt him to be near it. We may need to brighten, then we expose ourselves to every other kind of demon. We need a happy medium between being a beacon and not letting these things get an easy sneak.
Well, hopefully they say this easy to negotiate.
Everybody be on the lookout. These things can merge with shadow.
Watch your backs.
They aren't the strongest, but if you don't notice them, they can still kill you.
How are we supposed to watch the shadows, sir?
They move separate from them from time to time. Just be vigilant. Know that if you think you see something, you might have. Otherwise, we'll just have to wait. This one had a goal of some kind. Don't know what it was, but it went for a very specific tent. These
It
things
just seems
aren't
Think of it this way, it's never a bad idea to take a stab in the dark. If you're feeling antsy, go ahead and take your sword out, swish it around a bit.
there's a general uneasiness that comes through the expedition party. No one, you get the feeling no one, especially Rogi, you get this feeling. No one thought they would have to be dealing with the literal shadows on their backs.
If you know what if it was trying to get for something specific, or you think it was going after something specific, let us know. If not, try to reflect and think if there was anything they might want that you have. I think. I'm worried.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm worried they're planning something.
Like what?
Coordinated attack, trying to weaken us, trying to steal valuable items so that we can't utilize them.
Well, we have the thing I can do to keep us safe at night. At least help keep us safe. But is there anything else we can do in our daily travel that would help?
Movement is usually worth it on its own. Anything that wants to attack us either has to match our speed or beat it so it can try to ambush us. And in these tunnels, ambush isn't always guaranteed.
I'd be lying if I said I preferred having more light than less light, even given these circumstances, but definitely don't want demons coming up on us.
Ideally, we are on the scene as well, and I don't think lighting us up will help in that endeavor. I think we just have to deal with it.
Seems to be the case. And Daniel starts rolling shit.
I don't know. Don't worry about me. I'm not rolling anything.
Daniel doesn't know what rolling is. You're lying.
He doesn't. He clicked on accident.
That's
That's
right.
silly.
Oh man, clicked it again. Crazy.
What a goof.
Oh man,
Whoopsie
that needs
daisies.
work. Yeah, just don't worry. No, don't worry about it, guys. It's fine.
Fine. Everything's fine.
You're all big babies. else you guys want to do? Nothing?
Nah.
Not
Alright.
specifically, no.
Well, with that, I guess you guys head to bed.
I'm gonna set up the private sanctum.
What is that exactly again?
It is this.
Oh boy, what does it do?
Sound can't you choose out of sound can't pass through the barrier. The barrier is worded appear as dark and foggy,
Dark and
preventing
foggy.
vision. Sensors created by divination spells don't work and can't go through the barrier at all. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination. Nothing can
I'm
teleport in or out. Planar travel is blocked. Casting the spell on the same. That's okay.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, you get to choose any or all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, I just assume choose all of them.
Might as well.
At least for this situation.
I think the
I
big
can
thing
see like
is
wanting to have divination magic or something still allowed. So, but I think for this one, let's just keep everything.
Yeah,
Nah.
I think the important things are sound shell and vision obscuring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way we can talk freely without attracting attention.
We can be as loud and rowdy as we want, and only the things inside will hear.
You guys just like, shut up, go to bed. We have to test to see if it works. Okay. With a little added layer of protection, you guys go back to bed. Nothing else happens further that night that you're aware of. Frankie, you wake up. I assume you check to see if the sun sword is still there.
Oh, it's on my waist.
Mm-hmm. Well, good thing when you woke up, it still is.
I also told it to tell me if it was being grabbed.
Might be hard to do. We'll see.
Literally, the moment someone besides me picks you up, just go insane.
Bear, bear, bear. Just makes a fucking like car intruder alarm sound.
She's
Like,
a
I didn't know
sentient
you could
weapon.
make
She
that.
can do any of the actions she can do whenever the hell she wants.
It's true. Alright. With that, you guys head out and travel. Another 5 more days pass before Rogi, up ahead in the scouting party, you see a very real concern up ahead in a boneyard.
What is it?
Boy. What do I see?
You see 4. Well, like you could hear them long before you got close. They're banging on bones and stone. But you see 4 big, demonic-looking ape creatures.
Oh boy.
Here, I'll do this for you.
I immediately stopped the scouting party.
Did
I
we get
will
the
tell
benefits
the
of a long
whole-
rest?
You do, yeah. It's been 5
Okay.
days.
Sorry.
I will tell the rest of the whole scouting party to go back. I will specifically only tell Brim to tell one of the other main people what they see. Tell them that these are the largest demons that these are the largest demons we've encountered so far, right?
They're
Minus
Like,
Demogorgon.
Sounds like it.
in size, like, maybe, yeah. But, I mean, Vrock's, with their wingspan and length, probably about the same.
How many people do we have?
Actually, before they go, I have this from my knowledge thing, can identify a demon once until success.
You
Do I know what
you
this
use it?
is?
Do you want to use that?
Oh, or do I save that for the library?
Think about it carefully.
My immediate thought is to make us all invisible. And try to distract them.
I think we can kill 5 apes.
I think we could
No,
too.
I'm gonna wait because this knowledge might be more useful in the library.
Okay.
Plus, if we kill the apes, I
He
can
never
bring them
uses the
back.
demon identification for the whole campaign.
Yeah, it might
Yep.
be one of those. It's like one of those gamer things where you get
That's
like
what
a
I'm
super
thinking.
great, like powerful weapon and never use it. You're like always saving it, and then before
Actually,
you
you know
realize
what?
the game's over.
No, you know what? I will
Are
try
you
it because
sure?
it's till success.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of
You have to
check do
roll.
you want me to
I think
make?
it's an intelligence check.
Yeah, this is another reason I'm not too worried about it. 10.
Yeah, 10's not enough.
Yep. All right. Realizing I know nothing about these things, this was not the demons I saw in my
That being
picture
said,
book.
you could just use it now.
No, it says I once until success.
Once
I
have to
per
keep
long
rolling for it.
rest.
I don't think you have to keep rolling for it. It's a freebie that you have, and or until you succeed on one of those checks, or you could just decide, I think, to just get that knowledge. The idea is
Oh.
you've already done the research. We just couldn't decide what particularly it was.
Oh, I thought we were still having me roll for it.
No.
Then no. If it's a guarantee, then no. I'm gonna wait until the library.
Okay.
I just figured I have to roll in the library again, so might as well roll now. Yeah, I will send everyone back. I will use one of my wild shapes to summon Stool,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to have Stool be a bat, and just
Okay.
have them. Well, yeah. I'm going to have them kind of fly up and perch kind of at the mouth of the opening of this boneyard area. And I will go back 120 feet
Okay.
to where I can
You
still
kind of
see
spy
through
on
his
'em.
senses. And I'm going to put a red mushroom back there. Several of them, in fact, so that
Okay. But
we
you
have a
do have the
visual
black.
marker for when
You do
to.
have black ones for demons.
Oh yes, no, black.
Yeah.
Black glowy mushrooms, 4 of them all over the area, so that there's a good visual marker
Okay.
for when to be quiet for everyone to come up.
Yes, as Dane pointed out, you could also put the pink one for sexy time. You never know. You might have a
Also,
great night with some demons.
I can throw a pink one and a white one out there.
You're gonna throw. That's a lot of mixed messages.
It's a query that way.
There are demons up ahead. Do we fuck them or do we run away?
The only reason you fuck a demon is to bear a freak child, and even then,
Yeah.
you do a good demon, not whatever these are.
I can put up the hound. Bite them when they come running at us.
Such a terribly
Sounds
useless
good. Do it.
spell.
I only have so many things I can use the hound for.
Yeah, and you keep choosing big open combat.
I mean, yeah, I just try to use it like a wall that will bite things that run past it.
It's not even a big bite. It's like a little bite.
I mean, it's a pretty big bite. It's fucking 48 piercing.
Oh, it's not that special. You can get a lot more bang out of your buck, but just casting a different spell.
48 piercing could potentially kill a level 2.
Yeah, I don't think we're past that point.
Yeah, I really need to switch
Just
the
saying,
hound
it's
out.
a good bite.
All right, with that, yeah, the group heads. The rest of the scouting party heads back, and as soon as Frankie, as soon as you see the scouting party come back, I assume you probably stop the whole expedition.
What the hell?
At this point, Griswold and Thargus kind of stay at the head of the pack, but Brim breathes her way through to get to you, Frankie. And Slicks goes, demons up ahead. Big ones. 4.
What is it this time?
She
Mhm.
just said demons. Were you not listening?
4
No,
demons,
I don't listen.
big ape-like creatures. Not really sure.
Mm, intelligence check.
Uh, let's say Arcana for this.
Yeah,
Insight check? Are they lying?
true.
Okay.
Doesn't sound believable.
Alright, roll an insight check, Frankie. Seem pretty honest.
God damn it.
But Gundra, you would probably
He just
recognize
wanted
it.
it to be a lie.
You probably
Mhm.
recognize it with the 27 as a Balgura.
I know things about Bulguras that I don't know if I know through this. Mostly, I very intently know that they can cast a number of spells.
They do, yep. You know, they can cast at least invisibility.
Okay, this might be tricky.
So there's potentially more than 4.
Ugh.
You can assume that them muscles don't lie, too.
They're fairly big. They're... What's a good comparison? They're like... They're about the size of a Goralion? I don't know what it's called. And I'm basically referencing four-armed apes because that's the best comparison I have. But they're at least smarter than them. Smarter than a beast, at least. And they can cast invisibility, so yes, they might not be alone. Though, if they don't know that we're coming or haven't shown any signs of preparing, I don't know why all of them wouldn't be invisible. That said, if we wanted to try to take them on, it would probably be a tough fight, and I can't guarantee that we would go through it unscathed. That said, I can cast a few spells to even the odds.
My preference, any demon dead is a good demon.
Yeah, I have a feeling watching Keeluth go to work would be to all of our benefits.
He withdraws his swords and smiles.
Looks like we might get the jump if we play our cards right.
Alright. So who's heading up ahead with
Uh,
to meet with
Keyleth.
Rogi?
I will as well. I'm also going to quickly cast a spell. Let me pull it up. Whoop. Spells. I'm going to cast this at 5th level. Summon Fae. Have a little... which
Have
is the
your
first level?
girlfriend with you.
Yeah, have her be angry, and by that I mean she seems insane right now, and just like pulling out her sword and is just like yelling. I'm like, quiet now. We're trying to sneak up on them. Your role is to benefit Keeluth here as best as possible. Give him in advantageous positions as often as possible, and just kill. But again, we want the element of surprise. She just nods at that and sits on your lizard and waits.
On the forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Good image.
Yeah, she can teleport up to
Just
30
stick it
feet as a
on the
bonus
forehead.
action, I believe. Yeah, so her whole game plan is to teleport. Shares my initiative count, goes immediately after me, and as soon as her turns are, it's going to take. It's going to just try to get Keeluth in advantageous positions as often as possible.
Okay.
And also, do some of the damage herself. She's got 50 HP at 5th level, and her AC is currently 17? Yes.
Okay. Alright, so who's all meeting up with Rogi?
Also,
Cute.
related, Did you know that horses and other mounts get their action whenever they're mounted? They just go the same initiative as you do. So
What?
they can only use that action to dash, disengage, and dodge.
Oh, so
You can go 60 feet on these lizards on your turn. But that's them dashing.
Good to know.
Keluth, I will mention that should you ever desire, I can make you invisible so you can attack continuously unseen if you ever desire.
Please, I desire that now, or at least before combat.
I just
I would
figure,
love to bring their own game straight to them without them realizing.
right, why get hit if you don't need to?
I don't think their invisibility is that powerful. That's not me saying that with confidence, but I think you might outlast them this way.
Maybe. I'll
Would
give it to you
love the
anyway. We'll
chance
give
to
it a
outlast the
trial
game.
run.
All right. I think the rest of the army, I should say, more the platoon of people we have, should be behind us a reasonable distance, but not engage.
okay.
That's fair.
The cowards should stay back.
They should be rush in if things go horribly wrong. Turn.
And I'll right before you go in, Keluth, I will cast Greater Invisibility on you.
I just keep imagining these giant gorillas just jumping in the middle of our guys and just swinging both arms like Donkey Kong, just killing 4 people.
Question: does that affect multiple people?
No.
So he has to go in without a mount.
Mm-hmm. But you do
Oh,
have a funny
yeah,
little
that's
lady
fair.
following you, so
That's fine.
If you want to go in with a mount, I guess you could still be invisible.
No, they'll attack confidence. They'll go in without the mount.
while you're riding confidence, you choose if they attack him or not. I think.
That's true.
They'll give them
Yeah.
disadvantage on attacks against you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We'll give
Gonna
it a
take-
go.
You're gonna take confidence.
Take confidence.
It's just gonna be a lizard riding at them.
It's gonna be a lizard with a tiny fairy mount.
Oh my god.
And then one of them's gonna get beheaded in one turn.
They're
At least that's what I want.
gonna be like, what the fuck?
I mean, looking at this, she got 2d6 plus 8 as damage on her attacks, and she makes 2 of them.
Oh yeah. That's the good stuff.
D6 of that is force damage too.
Damn.
Okay. You travel ahead and meet with Rogi, making sure to count and keep quiet. Rogi, you've been watching these Balguras for a while now. They just seem to be tearing apart a very large corpse. Like shredding the meat off the bones, taking bits of the bone, just smashing them all like together.
Do I know what kind of creature they are eating? Out of curiosity.
Not anymore.
Oh boy. Well, since I'm just staring at it, can I look at the kind of flesh?
Yeah, go ahead. Make it like a nature check for me with disadvantage.
Nature or perception?
I would say nature. You're trying to determine what kind of creature it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say nature.
Cool. I didn't know if I needed to be able to see it first. Perfect.
Well, I assume you're watching.
Disadvantage nature. -1!
Oh,
It's just a mess, so hard
that's
to say.
so unlike you, Rogi.
Huh?
But yeah, the rest of the party meets up with you, Rogi.
I'm shocked Rogi has a -2 in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence checks, baby.
Yep.
This is why rolling with a alternative stat is a popular talk.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you all meet together.
So, last time we were here, Wait, where is... Did you guys bring, Mr. Moldy up? Where's
Oh,
my
your
skeleton, Daniel?
skeleton. No.
I think he usually travels with me anyway, so...
He's shambling behind you at all times.
He rides the lizard with me.
Oh God.
Ew.
I'm surprised that thing hasn't gotten
'Cause we
lost
can-
already, so...
We can send him in as distraction if we need. I can also do the same thing I did last time and make the little whirlpool. To try to get them all more towards the center and unable to move. I can also just turn one of them into something else.
We have a few extra martial fighters with us at the moment. I know it's hard to see. Points at Invisible and Fairy. So Whirlpool might be worth it, but these things are also pretty strong, and I can't imagine they'd have trouble wading out of it.
I think then it would be good if we could at least take one off the field temporarily. So I will change one of them.
Alright. See if... Keyleth, if you think that animal of yours can sneakily get closer to them, you might as well start now. I'll be ready to back you up.
Alright.
Okay. So what's happening here?
Keyleth's going in and surprise attacking one of them.
And you're invisible?
Mhm.
Yes.
Is confidence invisible?
No.
No, confidence is staying behind, I think.
Okay. You're
'Cause
good
I
to
don't
go.
think I can force him to attack me instead of my mount without having to be seen, right?
That's not what the little box says for mounted combat, so... Or the mounted... You have the mounted combat feat, right?
Yeah.
I think you just choose whether... Whenever they attack your mount, you can just be like, actually, that's me.
If you can force an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead. Okay, yeah. Nothing about sight in there. Alright. Let's size up the opponents here. Who do we want to start with?
If you just wanted to dash in on your turn, we could just have this be a charge sort of surprise. As they don't see us yet.
Okay.
Or they're pretending not to
Good.
see us, but, you know.
Get right here.
Okay.
Move all that up. Ooh,
Roll initiative.
get back. Oh, I can't. Move your fairy. Or is she not coming?
She's coming.
Alright. And then... Pat. Pat.
Okay, surprising it. Surprise round! The Balgar doesn't see you coming, turns around, gets stabbed a bunch of times. That was normal invisibility, right?
No.
Nope, greater.
Oh, it was greater, so you're still invisible.
Yup.
Nice. Yeah, you do 16 points of damage to this thing. To start. And with that, I need everyone to roll some initiative. Yeah, we're gonna go with a different one.
Sir, yes,
Do the
sir.
rest of our held things go off, or...
Yes.
Cool. Do you want us to roll for initiative first?
Yes,
I
do
will do
that.
so.
Just to get that out of the way. Okay, who had saved stuff that they were gonna use?
Me.
Okay.
All right. I am going to target this one
Okay.
with. Oh, let me make sure that I am within range. I'm going to cast Polymorph on it.
Okay.
So I'll move up 10 feet to do it. And yeah, cast Polymorph on this thing. As I just take a little green and black demon mushroom out and I just throw it at it. And as it goes, sails through the air, just multiplies and multiplies and tries to encase it in
Okay.
something.
It needs to make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
It rolled a nat 1.
As the spores and mushrooms kind of go over and surround the creature, its form shrinks and it turns into a much smaller thing that does give itself tiny little wings, as I'm going to turn it into a normal bat.
A normal bat. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. I think we'll you know what? We'll stop here for the night. Just at the start of combat.
Really?
Ooh.
Oh,
Because it's at 10 o'clock already.
Okay.
Mom's
Yeah,
gotta go to bed.
I do.
All right.
okay.
All good. I started working an hour earlier too.